Evening, everyone. Welcome. We are all welcome to this evening's broadcast. Today is our book club. Sorry, we are starting late. Logistic issue. Some of us know, if you've been my fan and you've been on my page, you know that I lost my dad. And the funeral is on the 13th of this month. So preparation is in high peak. So I had a lot of focus. Want to come up, something will come up again. So that's why we're starting late today. A lot of phone calls coming in here. The link is ready. It will be 2,500. The link is coming at 2,500. So you can still, within the next 10 minutes, send to my number, to my account number, 1,500, and you'll be getting the book from my WhatsApp. So you can chat me. I still have my phone. I might be able to give you 10 minutes grace. Just 10 minutes grace for us, so that we can send in our account and then we go live. Welcome to everyone. Hello, NG MK, you're welcome. Habiba Abdul Salam, you're welcome. Welcome, Abiodun Janet. Welcome. Good evening. Yes, I'm late. I'm so sorry. That's what I was explaining, NG. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's because of the funeral arrangement of my father. That's why I'm late today. I had not less than maybe like 50 calls, different places, trying to make all the arrangements okay, because this week is the last week I'm in town. Is the last week, in fact maybe a few days time, we have a redeem convention. I will go for the convention, and once I come back, I just lift my suitcase and I'm off to the village. So that's why. Hello Florence, hello Rita, you're welcome. Angie, that's why I'm late today. Please just pardon me, okay? Hello Charity, you're welcome. Please, let's kindly share. Help me share now, so that we can get going this evening with our book launch, our book on diabetes. Let's get going. I just pray that network will be friendly with us today. I pray that network will be friendly with us. I receive good network today in the name of Jesus. It will be good. No itches here and there. We are welcome. All right. So if you're online, you can just greet, so that I can welcome you. I can see quite a number of people online this evening as we go through our diabetes book launch. Okay, you're going to be knowing the name soon. For those of us who don't know the name, you're going to be knowing the name very soon. As we just finish, I'll show you the back of the book, and then we start going today. Like I said, you still have 10 minutes grace to pay 1,500. The book actually is 4,000 naira. It's a more than 150 page book with over 13 chapters. In fact, I don't want to exaggerate. I don't want to, boast. But for me, that book is all you need to know about diabetes and more. And much more. You're going to be seeing it through with me. It's actually all you need to know, and much more. Much more, that you need to know on diabetes. If you're having issues with weight, you will need that book. If you're having issues with any ailment that comes from weight, you will need that book. So it's very essential that you are online with us, so that we can go through it. And then, like I said, for those of us who have paid, very soon I'm going to send the books to you. I'm going to chat you as we are live here. I'm going to chat you to send you the book, so that you will be able to follow as we're doing the book review. Very soon, you're going to be getting your link to your book. Hello, Ayodele Samson. Good evening, sir. You're welcome. Welcome, Martha. Angie, God will see you through. Oh, you have joined us. May he so. Yes. I pray I receive answers to that prayer. So thank you, Habib. Thank you to every one of us. Thank you. I was just trying to explain to us why I was a bit late today, because I have a lot of preparations. I have a lot to do. In fact, it's a big sacrifice for me to be live today and even this week. But you know, like, it's always good for one to keep to one's it's always good for one to keep to one's word, to keep to one's routine, to be determined, to be persistent, to be consistent. Most especially, that's why every day, even though I'm in the village, I'm going to go live on Mondays, I'm going to go live on Thursdays, I'm going to go live on Saturdays. I will be with you. So you might have the privilege of seeing or smelling my village. Good evening, Regina, Andrew. You're welcome. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome to every one of us. So today, like I said, we are looking at our book launch. That's what we're doing. And I say, hello, Anne, you're welcome. Welcome. I'm going to make my screen bigger now, and then we start so that we can start looking at what that book is complete. It's complete, and that's why it's something that we all need and we're going to benefit from. It's complete. Very, very complete. We all need it. Let me adjust this camera a bit. All right, so because I want to be able to lift up my hand and show us what I need to show us. Hello, okay, let me just go through. Hello, Angie was the first to come in today. Well, today we are not doing the first time to come in, but we are just stay tuned for the game for today. We're going to be having our game for today. Stay tuned for the game for today, and anybody that wins it is also going to have a book. We're going to do like 3 games today. The first one of the games will be the fastest finger. The fastest finger in the sense that when the link is dropped and you're the first to pay and confirm that you have bought from the link of the book, then you're going to get another extra book. And then today we're also going to do a short window sales. Remember, I finished my sales for the quarter, but I'm going to do a short window sales for those who are having diabetes, those who want product pack for diabetes, the solution pack for diabetes. You will get it at 30% discount for a short window. 8 o'clock I stop. So you have that short window for joining me today from now till 8 p.m. I stop that short window. I've stopped all. In fact, I'm only doing 10-15% discount. But just for diabetes solution, you can still get it at 30% discount. And of course, if you're going to take between 3 and 4 of the diabetics supplements, you can get it at 30% discount. We all know Nature Min. Nature Min is part of it. Gestational, for those who are weighty, who have weight, who have overweight issue and obesity issue, and they're having diabetes. Then Pro B will help your gut health, you know, and Ginkgo will help blood flow to the extremities. We all know that part of the symptoms of diabetes is numbness in your extremities. So Ginkgo helps blood flow to your extremities and also helps circulation generally. So anybody who has diabetes issue, aging issue, arthritis issue, Ginkgo is very, very good. And of course, our Fields of Green help with blood sugar regulation. The same with Nature Min, aloe vera gel, and of course Forever Lean also helps with your weight loss. We also have our Lysome. Is a bit on the high side, I didn't put it here, but it's all part of it. So we're doing till 8 p.m. 30% discount of any diabetes solution that you want. And if it's after 8 p.m. no more. So we can all start. I want to use my phone to show us the book, okay? So, and we'll start the book review now. We will start our book review now. You can still pay if you chat me on my WhatsApp. You can put it here. I just chatted you on my WhatsApp, on your WhatsApp, so that I'll be able, let me put that number, so that I'll be able, you can still get it. 234. My number is on the screen. 703-515-1642. +234 703 5151642. I pin it for now. Very soon, once the link is out, I won't pin it again. Oh, Adetunji Joseph. Okay, well, you're eager to have your copy. Don't worry, you will soon get your copy in a few minutes time. Now you're going to get your copy. Just chat me again on WhatsApp, so that because you're supposed to get your copy on WhatsApp, so that I can quickly send the link to you. Sheg, once you're through, get me the book on the WhatsApp, so I can quickly send them the link on the WhatsApp. Then we'll put the Paystack link here. The Paystack is going to be having 2,500. That's the amount of the book. But if you pay now, if you just chat me now, you still have the opportunity, the grace to pay 1.5 just before the link comes out. Okay, so this is our book. I'm downloading our book. So this is our book on diabetes. Shegu, you sent me the old title. I'll just use the front cover of this one. All right, so the title of our book is Essential Personal Solutions for Diabetes. Essential Personal Solutions for Diabetes. Now, I made this book very personal because you are the one in charge of your health. You are the one in charge of your health. You have the solution to your good health in your hand. It is not in anybody's hand. It is not in your doctor's hand. It's not in your spouse's hand. It's not in your children's hand. It's not in anybody's hand. It is in your hand. You are the first person to make yourself happy. You are the first person to make yourself healthy. You are the first person to study your body. You know, they always say that there are a few things people cannot do for you. I cannot eat for you. You cannot be hungry now and you will say, Aging with Grace, Mr. Chowa, come and eat for me so that I will be full. I cannot eat for you now. So this is our book, Essential Personal Solutions for Diabetes. Very, very essential. This book is full. It is very, very full. It is very, very full. I'm going to be reading the chapters to us very soon. The book is full. Everything you need to know about diabetes, all the types of diabetes, all the remedies, the causes of the different types of diabetes. Like I told us, it's over 150 page book. So it's like a handbook, it's like a guidebook, it's a book that anyone from middle age should have. It talks about gestational diabetes. If you have a wife, if you're a woman, or you have a daughter or a granddaughter, you should be able to take them through, all they need to know concerning, diabetes. So it's a full book. So that's the Essential Personal Solutions for Diabetes. Essential Personal Solutions for Diabetes. That's the title of our book. I hope my screen is showing it well. Of course, we all know that it's an ebook. It's an ebook, so it's not a hard copy book. But very soon, all my books are going to be in Kindle, in Amazon Kindle, so that if you want a hard copy, you can order from Amazon, and Amazon will send you the hard copy. But meanwhile, it's still on e-copy book. Okay, all right. So that's our book. Like I said, it's over 150 page book. If you amen, if you say it's well with me and my family, amen. Amen, amen. Hello, you're welcome, IJ Chides. Welcome, Regina Andra. Welcome, Ify. Welcome, Rhoda Adama, Ogoma. Welcome, Abiodo Janet. Thank you for praying for me. Welcome, Martha. Thank you. Welcome to Sonwumi. Welcome, Adema. Welcome, Charity. Welcome, Florence. We are all welcome. Sorry, my phone is not on do not disturb. I'm trying to welcome every one of us and then check if I have any question, and I go through the book review. So I will just check my phone now to see if anybody quickly paid. so that the person can get the book also. Okay, Bola, the book we are on. When is the book launch? Bola was asking. We are on. Bola, are you here now? We are on now. Bola is in UK. She already paid for her book. I'm sure that's okay. Joseph too is awaiting his link. You will get your link now. Shegu, how many minutes more? Eh? Eh? I need time more. All right, so I'm still waiting. Okay, well, Bola says she's on. All right, she has answered me. All right, so nobody has chatted concerning the book. So the book, like I said, is over 130 page, over 140 page book, and we have 13 chapters. The book has 13 chapters. We have 13 chapters of the book. We have 13 chapters of the book, okay? We have our introduction. Our introduction talks about getting familiar with the meaning and types of diabetes. You know, it shows you the meaning, the types of diabetes, what happens, you know, why it's diabetes. And then chapter 2 talks about the essential facts you need to know about diabetes. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. When you know what to do, it's easy for you to apply and do. You know, when they say when you know what to do, you are halfway to solving your problems. When you don't even know what to do, then you're not actually solving your problem. When you don't know what to do, you're not actually solving your problem. But when you're halfway, when you have the knowledge of what to do, then you're 50%, you know. The other thing you will now need is the will, the determination, the persistency to be able to do what you're supposed to do. So then chapter 3 talks about pre-diabetes, which is very, very important. Pre-diabetes is very, very important. Why? Because more than 71% of the people who are diagnosed of pre-diabetes end up having type 2 diabetes, which is very, very pathetic. Because it really aches my heart. That's one of the things that actually put me to writing this book. One of the issues that put me to write this book was what I stated for us when I was advertising concerning this book, and I'm going to read it for us. I greeted us and I said, have you heard about the facts that World Health Organization released about diabetes? I just took a few of the facts that World Health Organization released about diabetes. Now let's look at them. As I'm just talking about, you know, I stopped at that pre-diabetes, which is the chapter I'm just talking about before we go into the full review. And it's what touched me. Now let me tell us, I had like 3 or 4 friends or friends of friends that died last year because of COVID. Now this COVID that killed them, more than half of the people I know, they said it's because they were diabetic or they were pre-diabetic. And that was what hastened, or those who had underlying ailment like high blood pressure or, you know, things like that, that had issues that had to do with their organs. You know, it really ached my heart. One of them, last 2 weeks, was like 1 year remembrance. And when I remembered it, it was so, I felt so bad. You know, because look at what World Health Organization says. Say the number of people with diabetes rose. Just look at, they did this like 9 years ago to 20 years ago. It rose from 108 million people in 1980 to 422 million people in 2014. Can you imagine that? Like nearly times, if not times 5, over times 4. And you know, the pathetic thing is that now medicine is better. Medical facilities are better. We are having better medical facilities, and yet people are having more issues with ailments. Doesn't that strike a warning to us? Doesn't that tell us that something is wrong and we need to do something about it? For me, that's what it tells me. That we are getting more experts in the field. We are getting more people aware. We are getting more technologically advanced, and yet people with diseases are getting higher and higher. Hello, Grace, you're welcome. Welcome, Efanga, you're welcome. Yes, you can, of course. Now, this one, the Alice said, can she get the book? Why not? That's why we are here. Alice, you can get the book. Oh, chat me on my WhatsApp number that is pinned, and I'll quickly send the number to you, and you will pay 15. But once the link, Femi is almost Shego is generating the link. Once the link is ready, the link is going to be bearing 2,500. That's what it will be. Okay, Sabrina, you're welcome. Welcome, Sabrina, to this evening's broadcast. So Alice, chat me on my WhatsApp, and then tell me you have chatted me on my WhatsApp, and I'll go and send you the account number. Now let's look at another thing. They say prevalence has been rising more rapidly in the lower and middle income countries than the higher income countries like Nigeria. Of course, we know that Nigeria is among the low income countries or middle income countries. One should expect that the reverse should be the case, since it's mainly the people who are wealthy that we go for sweet things that will you know, be unwell. But see what is happening, developing it. People who should be able to take care of their health are now the ones having more diabetes. Now, another very pathetic thing is that diabetes is a major cause of blindness, major cause of kidney failures, major cause of heart attack, stroke, and also limb amputation. The statistics, I gave the statistics when I was doing the broadcast for some of these things, that many people who had limb amputation was due to diabetes. And of course, in this book, I also talked about the link. Okay, Rita said I should check my WhatsApp. Rita, I'm checking my WhatsApp. Are you there? Okay. Rita, okay, I've checked my WhatsApp. I'm answering you now. I'm answering you now. All right, Rita, yes, I know you normally buy my book. Rita is one of my customers also. I've answered you, Rita, so you can check your WhatsApp. Okay, so like I said, once you WhatsApp me, I'll answer you today because I need to interact with us. All right, so now another fact was that, like, between 2000 and year 2016, there was a 5% increase on premature mortality from diabetes. In fact, if they add 2020, we are going to be having double that figure due to COVID-19. Because like I said before, a number of people who had COVID-19 died because they had an underlying ailment of diabetes, whether type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, gestational diabetes, or pre-diabetes. You know, they died because of it. And then also they noticed that 2.2 million deaths were attributed to high blood glucose in 2012. And of course, we know that that number has even doubled by now, or more than doubled. So you need to watch your glucose level. You need to know your numbers, and you need to do something about it. That's why this book is an essential book you should keep beside you. You should always use to check out what is happening to you, you know, what you need. So that's why this book is very, very essential for you. The book is your essential personal solutions and remedies to diabetes. It's very, very important that you have this book with you. It's very, very important that you have this book with you. So let's go back and check out where I stopped at chapter 2, which was where I was talking about the fact of pre-diabetes in chapter 3, I mean. Then chapter 4 talks about type 2 diabetes. It's going to tell you the causes of type 2 diabetes. Why do you develop type 2 diabetes? And remember, I also, in that type 1 diabetes, I talked about solutions, how you can prevent your pre-diabetes from going into type 2 diabetes. What are some of the tips you need? What are some of the preventive solutions? What are some of the preventive lifestyle change that you need that can help you to make sure you don't go over to type 2 diabetes? And then I also, like I said, I looked at 15 ways to prevent type 2 diabetes if you're already pre-diabetes, if the doctors say you are at the border level of diabetes. And then chapter 5 talks about type 1 diabetes. Now, when we talk about type 2 diabetes, like I've told us, it's something you can help. It's something you can prevent. It's something you can reverse. It's something that you don't really have to. I look at it, I don't want to use the word careless, but let me even use the word nonchalant and being indifferent about your health. That's one of the things that can actually cause you to develop type 2 diabetes. If you're indifferent, if you're careless, if you're not checking yourself, if you're not listening to your body, like I always tell us, you need to have conversation from time to time with your body. You need to have conversation with your body from time to time. All right, so chapter 6 talks about gestational diabetes. And then chapter 7 is also a very important chapter that you need to is a brief chapter that takes you the link, shows you the link between diabetes and ulcer. Remember when we were treating ulcer, when we treated leg ulcer, we talked about leg ulcer developing and saying the fact that type 2 diabetes or diabetes is one of the causes of leg ulcers, And then I also talked about a kind of gestational or gastric ulcer that can that results because of diabetes also. So I showed you the link between diabetes and ulcer in that chapter 7. And then chapter 8 also shows the link between diabetes and weight issues. Type 2 diabetes, the primary cause, the first culprit of type 2 diabetes is overweight. It's overweight. And that's why this book, I'm so excited about this book. The later part of this book is something everybody, whether you have diabetes or you don't have diabetes, whether you have relations that have, that should have. It is full. It is really full. I'm going to be showing us briefly very soon when we go through it, one by one. Then chapter 9 talks about the best food for controlling diabetes. I listed all the foods that you need to shop for and get that will help you with diabetes. Then chapter 10 is another very important book. When I was reading it, some people were asking me, did I treated low glycemic index food for managing diabetes? After knowing the food you're supposed to take, you're supposed to know the glycemic index. That will help you to know the quantity you're supposed to eat at every time. That will help you to know, so that when you're also checking your own blood sugar, for those people who are already diabetic, or those who are pre-diabetic, or those who want to prepare meals for those who are diabetic, they will be able to know what they should add. Then, of course, we know we are in Nigeria, and I have over 32,000 people on Aging with Grace. I'm sure that more than 30,000 are Nigerians. So chapter 11 deals with us, Nigerian food and their carbohydrate and calorie count. It deals with Nigerian food and their carbohydrate and calorie count. That's what it deals with. And it shows you that chapter is full. In fact, it's the longest chapter of this book. It's the longest. It shows you each food. I'm going to be reading it very soon to us now. And their calorie count, their carbohydrates, the protein content, the carbohydrate content, so that you'll be able to know what you need. This book is fantastic. It's what everybody, in fact, if you buy your own, download it and keep it near you in your kitchen, in your dining, so that you'll be able to know your count. Then I need to place this one in now. Please, don't pirate this book. It is a very tedious work for me. In fact, it's the most difficult book I've ever written. Most tedious, very intensive. I've done great research here. And if you look at the work I have put in here, you're dropping 2,500 for this book is not enough. So please, when you buy your own copy, don't share it with people. I'm begging you here. Make sure that your copy is for your copy. If you have a friend who needs it, tell the friend to bless me. Let me put it that way. Bless my effort, reward my effort with his or her own 2,500. I'm begging you. You can even buy 2. You can buy 3. So that you can encourage me, so that you can motivate me, so that you can thank me, so that you will not let my brain work and the brain work of my staff go in vain. It will be good for you to share the links, even though it's an ebook. So that's why I'm talking. It's a book every home should have. Use it as your gift to your friends. Just tell them, I have an ebook you need to look at. I have an ebook you need to put beside you so that you can maintain good health, maintain good weight, maintain good blood sugar level, maintain good cholesterol level, because if you do all that is in this book, it's also going to help other areas of your health. It's also going to help other areas of your health. Then we have that chapter 11, the Nigerian food and their carbohydrates and calorie counts. Then chapter 12, we have smoothies and recipes for diabetes. I have maybe like up to 10 recipes in that chapter 12. I took my time to do calorie and carbohydrate count of the ingredients that were put inside that food. I'm going to be reading out for you very soon also, so that you can see and understand what I'm talking about. Then chapter 13 now talks about diabetes, exercises that can help you with diabetes. Let me see if I have any question to answer before I go on with going through the book very one by one now. Alice Dare, how can you? Alice Dare, you can chat me on my number on the screen. You'll be able to get the book. But very soon, Shegu is going to be sending us the link also on the chat here, on the comment section here, so that we'll be able to go through use the link to buy the book also. Hello, Mad Adamson, you're welcome. Nancy David, you're welcome. Hello, Vero, you're welcome. You love my hair. My hair is spark too. Don't mind my tricks. Good evening. You're welcome. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. Today we are doing our book review. So I want to start going through the chapters one by one. Like I said, chapter 1 is talking about you're getting familiar with types of diabetes. And like I said, there are 4 types of diabetes which we have in this book. We've described very in details, absolutely. In fact, we tore all the hairs. We described it in full details, the types of diabetes. So chapter 1 just briefly tells you what the types of diabetes are. We have type 1 diabetes, which I told us that is an autoimmune disease. It's there in the book. Chapter 1 here in the book talks about, I've already read the chapters to us. Chapter 1 here is talking about introduction, getting familiar with the meaning and types of diabetes. So it talks about type 1 diabetes. It explains it very briefly for you if you're in a hurry and you need to look at it and understand to be able to differentiate between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. It also talks about type 2 diabetes for you, and then it talks about pre-diabetes, which is very essential that you all know about, and then it talks about gestational diabetes, and then it now talks about 21 facts. The next chapter is 21 facts. That is facts about diabetes is in chapter 2, okay? Now facts about diabetes is in chapter 2. Now let's even look at a few of the facts concerning diabetes. I've already discussed fact number 1 from us. These are researched facts. These are authentic facts. These are facts that World Health Organization has published, Harvard School published, Healthline published. They are facts that I have brought out here for us internationally and even also in Nigeria for us. Like I told us, like 2.6% in fact number 3. If you go to fact number 3, say 2.6% of global blindness is caused by diabetes. Can you imagine that? As high as 2.6. Because what happens, I also explained it to us, you know, the body, your eye lid begins to accumulate fluid. And as it accumulates fluid, initially what happens initially is that you begin to see better. Devil is a liar when he's doing some things. Initially when it happens, you begin to see better. And then suddenly, the person finds out that the sight is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So that's one of the facts that we need to know. And then another fact is on fact number 6 that I need to point out here for us. Fact number 6 here says the major cause of diabetes is eating sugar. Now, when we're talking sugar, of course, a number of us, we don't carry spoon of sugar. And you start be licking sugar. That's not the sugar I'm talking about. The simple sugar, you're going to find it in this book. The details of what I'm explaining is in this book. The foods that can give you simple carbohydrates, which are absorbed quickly in your system, that can spike up your sugar level. So that's what it's trying to explain to us here about that diabetes, you know, patients with diabetes, that they are those who eat a lot of sugar. That's in fact number 6. Let's go down a bit. Fact number 10 is another important fact that is in this book we need to look at. It says stress increases your blood sugar level. Stress actually increases your blood sugar level. So what do? Manage stress. I know that a lot of us were going through a lot. It's not easy. I was talking with one man. He said, mommy, you know it's not easy now. It's not easy for anybody. But it's when you have this life that you will be able to go through it. Since it's not easy, why don't you take it easy with your body? Like from time to time, I'll tell myself, body no be firewood, though. Body no be firewood. And it's not just a matter of our physical body. Your emotions no be firewood. Some of us, the things we take into our emotions can cause a lot of mental stress for us. So you need to watch it. So it's also part of what you need to look at in the facts. Then, fact number 14 is another interesting fact. It talks about meals, diabetic meals. And it interested me a lot because that's one of the things I majored on I think it's chapter 12 or so of this book. Let me check which chapter so that I'll be specific. That deals so much about our food. We need to be very, very... Yes, chapter 11 of this book talks so much about food. And you know, the good thing, what I have done, I made it easy for you to understand. I made it practical enough for you. And I made it transferable. When I mean transferable, what I mean by transferable is that when you see the samples of what I have done, I'm going to be showing you very soon, you will be able to use it to now know how to count your calories, know how to count your carbohydrates in other foods that you're eating. You know, I showed it step by step, ingredients by ingredients, on how you can do that. That's what we have done in this book. Okay, sorry, there's even something I remember. Maybe I will end with it, my acknowledgement of the book and the dedication of the book. I ought to have actually started from all those places. So maybe after this fact, I will go back upward again. All right. So let's look at fact number 18, which I had already shared, but I want us to look at. It says improved vision. Like I said, when you don't see well, you can't see very well, and then suddenly it's as if your eyes have cleared. If it's the Igbo people, they will say the kanya chalagi, you know, or adika, you're seeing better now. You should watch it. It might not really be. If you've not done anything to improve on that health, it might be for the fact that it's an early sign of diabetes. Because an early sign of type 2 diabetes is sudden improved vision. Wow, that's an early sign of type 2 diabetes. When your vision suddenly improves, then there is a problem. You need to watch it because it could be type 2 diabetes that is happening. All right, so those are the facts that we have. Those are the facts that we have. Let me see if I have any question before we go over to type the next chapter. Thank you, Reverend Oyebade. You're here with us. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Bamidele Joshua. Thank you. Good evening. As we review our book on essential personal solutions for diabetes. Please buy this book for friends, buy this book for yourself, buy this book for family members. It will actually help them a lot. It will help them a lot. All right, so if we look at the chapter 3, chapter 3 talks about pre-diabetes. Now, this chapter 3 that talks about pre-diabetes, so the book is on my phone, like I said. It talks about the symptoms. And like I said, knowledge is power. When you know what is happening to you, you will be able to know what to do about it. Then it talks about the risk factors for pre-diabetes, okay? Now, even like I said, it begins with overweight and obesity. When you're obese or you're overweight, it could be a major cause that will bring type 2 diabetes, or that can bring pre-diabetes for you. So we need to watch our weight. Some people might not be heavy, but they are heavy in the midsection at middle age. You need to be very careful about visceral fat. And then you need to be very, very careful also about inactivity. That's one of the things I need to mention. And then, like I said, it now gives you 15 ways to prevent type 2 diabetes under this pre-diabetes. Because, like I said, most of the thing that causes type 2 diabetes is when 71% of the people who are pre-diabetic will have type 2 diabetes. Okay, then we now move to chapter. From that chapter, we move to chapter, it's quite a big book and an interesting book, chapter 4. Chapter 4 talks about pre-type 2 diabetes. Chapter 4 now tells us about type 2 diabetes, okay? Everything I have discussed with you and more concerning type 2 diabetes are here. Everything and more concerning in this chapter 4 talks about type 2 diabetes, okay? It tells you about the causes of type 2 diabetes. It tells you about the causes of type 2 diabetes on page 41. And then it gives you like 1, 2, 3, 4. You buy the book to know it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 causes of type 2 diabetes. And then symptoms of type 2 diabetes, because you need to know the symptoms. Page 44 now tells you about the symptoms of type 2 diabetes, and you can go there to find out what the symptoms are. And then the natural remedies, which is very, very important. It's not just knowing about what it is, but what do you do if you're having type 2 diabetes. Now, there are slight differences in what to do concerning type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, gestational diabetes, and pre-diabetes. And that's why we took that time to make sure we brought out each and every one of it. Okay, then we have quite a lot. We have quite a lot of things that you can use, and we put natural things here. A lot of them are all natural. Remember that they are natural solution and natural remedies that you can use. Okay, most of them are natural solutions and natural remedies that you can use. You can send the link to my WhatsApp, so I can send to those who have bought the book already, so they can open. And then you can put the paste tag link on the comment section. I'll pin it for you, or you pin it and remove the pin from my phone. So right now, no more. Nobody should send me money to my phone. No, don't send money. I was telling some people, you know, like I said, I lost my dad. So we're having the funeral on the 13th. And, you know, my friends wanted Ashwebi. This is my dad's card. So some of my friends wanted Ashwebi, and I had to make Ashwebi for them. I made the Ashwebi for them. And then we couldn't, some of them, when their Ashwebi finished, they were now asking for They were now asking some people, you know what some people did? Some people now went and paid. Some people went and paid without telling me. So they just transfer money to my account. And I told them, I said, hey, the people who transfer money to my account, you're not getting that shebi. I'll just use it and eat. Pardon, yeah. Let me talk like my father in the Lord. That you should have called me now to know if a shebi is real. That shebi they started selling since April or May. You're now coming now to quickly transfer money to start. They wouldn't even call me. They would just transfer money. I will see a lot. So now I'm telling us that the 1.5 has stopped now because I told us I'll give us grace till 1 hour grace. It has stopped now. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I've given us enough grace. The book is 2,500. It's only those who have transferred the money to me already that I'm going to send it at 1.5 now. Every other person, the book is 2,500. So the link is going to go very soon on the comment section, so you can click on the link and buy your own book. And of course, you can even buy more than one, buy more than two. I deserve it, don't I? Aging with Grace coach deserves it now. Don't I deserve it? I deserve it now, please. So let's do it as we continue. Are you okay? I'll give you this laptop. Give me the other one. Let me use. Turn to the book there. Excuse me. So I can take our questions now. Have you put it on Google Drive? Put it on Google. Send me the link on WhatsApp now. I thought that's where you would have started from. Are you sure you have not made them?
I have to. There are two. I have to join them together.
It's like they're. So I want to take our questions. Let's ask our questions if I have any questions now to take before we continue. I want to take our questions down if we're having problem. Maybe we'll go on Flutterwave. Sure, because I don't know why paste tag is. Did you try it several times?
I've tried like 2 times.
Okay, maybe that's why they logged me off. They said I should go and try verify. Except if it's network issue. Okay, can we have the account here? No, I can't put my account number on Facebook, sir. Please go to WhatsApp. Chat me on WhatsApp, sir, so I can give you my account number. But the account is even over. All right, so we can still have that grace. Chat me on WhatsApp so I can please send the link to me. So I can give you, he's having a little issue with the space tag. So maybe it's for you people. So I can give you the link, okay, or my account number. Just give me 1 or 2 minutes. I'm having a problem with generating. My network is slow. The network is slow. Are you sure it's not network issue?
The network is slow.
I think that's the issue we're having. So just give me that link. Let me continue, please. All right, so the next chapter in the book after type 2 is type 1 diabetes. And like I said, that's chapter 5. And that chapter 5 is on page, it starts from page 51. It starts from page 51. And type 1 diabetes is a type of diabetes that you need to be careful about. One thing you need to know consistently and firmly about type 1 diabetes is no matter the natural means you're using, keep testing yourself. 1. Number 2, make sure you have your insulin nearby or your drugs that you are giving. If you're having type 1 diabetes, you must have your insulin or around you, and you must test yourself. So like some of the symptoms are excessive thirst, increased urination, unexplained weight loss. You'll be eating as much as you can, you'll be eating healthily, you'll be eating nutritious dense food, but you can't just explain what's happening to you. You will just be losing weight. And then you'll be having some kind of headache, consistent headache. Some people it will even be migraine that they can't really explain that they will be having. Some people it will be migraine that they can't even explain that they will be having, you know. So that's part of what could happen to someone who is having type 1 diabetes. It could also be part of the thing that is happening to the person. And then another thing that can happen is mood swings. The person will be having some kind of mood swings that will go from one, you know, you go from being sad to become happy, you become moody, you become sad, you become depressed, things like that. And then you'll be feeling hungry. No matter what you eat, you're not adding weight, you're not, you know, becoming healthier, and then you'll be feeling very, very hungry. And then another thing, with even all that kind of food that is still going on in your system, you will still be feeling very tired. You'll still be very, very tired. And then for women, if you're having type 1 diabetes, you'll be having disruption in your menstrual cycles. You know, sometimes some people will be having some kind of disruption in their menstrual cycle is because of that type 1 diabetes. It might not be a matter of the issue that they are having hormonal imbalance. It might just be a matter of, are you having network issue?
Yes.
It's gone?
It's operating to drive.
Okay. It might not be a matter of that is hormonal issue. It might just be type 1 diabetes that is causing it. And then people who have type 1 diabetes might be having frequent urination, yeast infection, nausea, vomiting, you know, and feeling all that. Then I looked at the natural remedies for type 1 diabetes that you can have. Remember that it's an autoimmune disease, so it's not necessarily that you're the one causing it or anything. It could just be that it's happening to you because of like I talked about it. I said nature could be causing it, genes could be the issue. It could also be an issue of you know, some kind of lifestyle that can prevent it. I remember that the main thing is like a secondary. Sometimes for some children, it comes after you've had one kind of infection or the other. I wrote all this on the page here for you. I also looked at the superfoods that you can use. That's on page 57. The superfoods you can use to control type 1 diabetes. I also looked at the superfoods you can use to control type 1 diabetes. And then chapter 6 talks about gestational diabetes. For all early young people need to know about this. People who haven't gotten pregnant, I said a lot about it. This chapter is also very full. I talked about the causes. I talked about the symptoms. I talked about the preventive measures you need. I also talked about the diet that you need if you're having gestational, you know, diabetes. And then I also talked about the foods and minerals, you know. I looked in particular, of course, you know, gestational diabetes is diabetes that occur when a woman is pregnant and the person has issues with blood sugar and it just comes up like that. Then I also talked about, you know, the kind of vegetables you need and the rest. And then I talked about the management of gestational diabetes, which is also in page 70 and above. And then I talked about lifestyle changes that you can use. And then I also talked about the complications on page 73. I talked about the complications. I talked about the complications that can come for the children, for the babies in the womb. And then I talked about the complications that might come for the mothers also. You can buy the books and look at it. Then I looked at the link, like I told us, between ulcers and diabetes and ulcer. Go and check the book because our time is gone, and buy the book and look at it. You can get it. And I also looked at weight, the link between weight and diabetes also. Okay, and then chapter 9, I'm going to spend a little time here. I just had to go through I just have to go through what is happening to be able to the other ones very fast so that you'll be able to get it. So I want to quickly send those of us who already have the link, those of us who have already paid. I'm sending you the book now so that you can open the books. Okay, if I'll check out your name and I'll send the books to you immediately. And then some people are asking for account number. Okay, let me quickly give those asking for account number so that we can all have the book and we continue with the, so that you know why I'm trying to make sure you have it before I close this broadcast, so that if you have any question you can ask, so that you can look at it and testify here whether it is also very good for you to have it. I mean, we will use Flutterwave. You know how to use Flutterwave. Give me that laptop. I'm open to Flutterwave, so you can generate link with Flutter. Or are you through with that one?
I'm opening Flutterwave.
You have the password for Flutterwave? I don't. What I need is the book. Take this and use Flutterwave. So in a few minutes time now, we are not going. I'm going to stop sending account number, please. So let me just send the account details to those who need it, and then after that, no more. Okay, so I have a few people that ask for account number. I'll send it to you, and then chat me once you pay. I'm sending it one by one now. Chat me once you pay, please, so that you can get the link to the book and open to the book and be sure. Okay, you have Rita, thank you. Chat me once you pay. I'm sending the account numbers to those who are asking for the account number now. And then I'll be sending you the book also now. For those who have paid, let me quickly send you the book. Did you open to Flutterwave there? I've opened to Flutterwave. Go to link generation. Generate it. There's a book on Google Drive now.
Yes.
Okay, so if you've gotten the book, if you've paid and you get the books, please alert me. Bola, I'm sending to you because you were the first to pay. Where is Bola? Bola was the first person to pay in UK. So Bola, you're having your book now. And since you were the first person to pay, I'm going to also give you a free book. First person to pay offline was Bola. And then I'm waiting for the next person that will be the first person to pay now. Joseph, you're getting your book now. So please download and open in your devices so you can show me that you have. And then Rita, you have paid. Or what are you saying, Rita? Okay, are you asking me for another? Rita, I hope you have paid. I'm sending the book to you. I trust you will if you've not. Okay, you're asking for menopause book is menopause book is also, let me chat you. I'm chatting you, Rita. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing your message now. I've given you the price for menopause book. Then I'm going to check those who have paid before so they can get their books. And after that, the link will be on the screen and I'm no more doing reduced amounts. Grace Moses. I've paid. Grace Moses, where are you? Thank you. Grace Moses. Okay, Grace Moses, I've paid. Grace Moses, your book is with you now. So open up. When you open up the book, then please alert me that you have, so that I will be sure that you have paid. I've posted the book to 4 people now who have paid. Please check and be sure. Then I have Catherine and Florence. Catherine and Florence. Florence, the book is with you now. Please check your WhatsApp and tell me that you have gotten it. You had paid earlier. Then Catherine, I'm sending your book to you now. Like I told us, it's an ebook. So you open it in your device and you use it there. And you have it as your handbook. It's always there with you. You can print it. So Florence, I've sent to you too. So any one of us, those who are just paying, and once you pay, please alert me so that you can get your book. Hey, Reverend, thank you very much. Oh, you see, Reverend is buying several copies from me. Thank you, sir. That's what I expect from us. People should grease my elbow, grease my elbow, grease my elbow, grease my elbow. Thank you, sir. I'm going to send you all the copies now, so you can send it out to friends. It's a full book. I'll still continue sharing with us now what is there. But I tell you, I'm going to go through the Nigerian foods very soon now. Oh, Bola says she has opened the book. Thank you. Can you tell me that on Facebook so that others can see? Thank you. Congratulations again. Once we are through, I'm going to send you a list of my books so that you'll be able to take whichever one you want. Like I said, we should be the first to tell me you have gotten it. Who again is remaining? Let me check. Thank you, Bola, for acknowledging. Bola, check it and see if it's a worthwhile book that you should have. Please help me check it and acknowledge if it's a worthwhile book. If I put in all that I've been saying and advertising concerning the book. Catherine, I've sent your book. Florence, I've sent your book. Okay, now I need to send Commando's book to him. I need to send Ayodele Adebayo Avai. Let me send your own book to you. Hello, sir. I've just sent your book to you, Commander Ayodele Adebayo. You're also one of those who had paid. I've just sent your book to you, and I think I've covered all those who have paid. So those who are paying right now, if you have paid, if I sent account number to you, please, because I won't do that after. Are you okay?
Yes,
it's there now. Okay. So no more account number. Flutterwave payment is on the screen now. And it is 2,500 for the book. So go ahead and buy your book. All right, Rita, I've checked. I've sent you the book. Thank you, Reverend Oyebade. Thank you. You grease my elbow. That's what I expect us to do. Encourage me. Buy the book more and send to more people. Hello, good evening, Ngozi Ara. You're welcome. Rita, I've checked my WhatsApp. Adamson, thank you for thanking me. Omo Carol, Edith, thank you. Janet Foods, thank you. So the Flutterwave link is there. The price of the book is 2,500. Adamson, that's the price of the book. So you can go ahead, click on the link and buy your books now. Okay, click on the link and buy your books. Encourage me. So we'll continue with the book launch. We'll continue with the chapter. I think we are on chapter 6 now, and I was talking about foods and snacks for controlling diabetes. That's where we are. Food and snacks for controlling diabetes. And there I talked about all the foods that you need. There are, let me see how many foods, 7, 8, 9, major foods, and some of them I showed you the content of the food. Like when I came to nuts, I told you how many grams of nuts that you should take is there. Basil nuts and all that is there. I talked about so many different sections of food. Remember, when you're making your meal, you need to add all the sections of the food so you can have a nutritious, dense food. So I talked so many about it, up to 15 general foods that you should have. And then I talked about best snacks. We have more than 15 snacks that you can have. And then we now came to chapter 10, talking about the glycemic index. For those who have opened our book, you can go ahead and look at it. We talked about this, my own book now on my page. This is my own full book on my page, So we are on page chapter 10. 3 more chapters to go and we call it a day. Like I told us, let me even see the total number of pages we have here, okay? 150 pages. Please, can somebody clap for me and clap for Mr. Shegu? We did a very full job. Can you clap for us? 150-page book. That's what we have here. It's not easy. If it's that cartoon man, he will say it isn't easy. So now I talked about glycemic index and purpose for glycemic index. And then I took your food one by one and I showed you the number of the glycemic index. Now remember when I was teaching us about glycemic index, the higher you go, the worse food it is. The lower you go, the better the food for you in glycemic index. That's the secret about it. So we have, we didn't number it because there are so many. And then chapter 11 is a very interesting chapter. Very, very interesting chapter. Chapter 11 talks about Nigerian foods and their carbohydrate and calorie count. Is a chapter everyone should have. Now, this chapter is even fuller, I'm telling you, than my book on calorie count. I have a book that I sell, 2,000 naira, on calorie count for people who are watching their weight. Only one chapter here is as big or bigger than that book. So here, I looked at moi moi. Okay, how many, if you take 1 leaf of moi moi, How many calories will you get? What's the carbohydrate count? I put it there. What's the fat count? I put it there. What's the protein count? I put it there. I don't know if you're understanding me. I took different Nigerian food. For example, can you see the second one is Obaka in Igbo land. It is there. What's the carbohydrate count? What's the protein count? What is it? What is the thank you, IJ Chides. Thank you for clapping for me. Thank you, Nwakile, for counting for me. I took all of them one by one, all the counts. You can see many pages, so you'll be able to go through and know the food you're buying and you're making and what their counts are. And then another section of this book that is so interesting is the total amount of calories in some Nigerian menus. I taught you how you'll be able to count your calories for every food you're cooking. Very practical. This book is a practical guide, a personal, essential personal guide and solution if you're having diabetes. Like jollof rice. I took jollof rice and I made jollof rice and I counted calories for your groundnut oil, calories for your white rice, if it's white rice you're eating, to show you why you should not eat white rice. Can you see white rice? Just 1 cup of white rice, you have over 603 calories. So if you're somebody who is watching your weight, cup, of course, you know that cup is just like a little more than, not even up to this. You know that cup, they will do like this, like a big spoon. 603 calories. And some people will pile up to 10 and eat and say, hey, I didn't eat much. You didn't eat much. And you are supposed to be watching your weight. So I used the most common meals that we take, like rice, stew, beans. I counted their calories. And for riro, I counted the calorie because that will help you. And then moi moi, I counted their calories for you. So you will now use that example to know how to count the calories of other food that you're eating. All right. Oh, okay. Ayodele said he has gotten his e-copy. Thank you. You have paid. Wakile, did you pay? Chat me now so that you can get your book. Oh. Chat me on WhatsApp so that you can get your book, okay? Let me go on WhatsApp and check again. Okay, you have paid. Your name, please. Somebody is saying I've paid. Kindly. Please, somebody says she has paid on WhatsApp now, and I'm asking for your name. Okay, Wakile, you say you've paid. Okay, okay. So let me check out and then send you your book. Okay, I don't know if it's Faith. Can somebody check? Let me have your name, the person that says she has paid, please. So I can send the book to you. I can see Wakile. Who's the one name? Maybe your own has not come, but I know you are an old follower. Since you're an old follower, I'm going to send it to you. I'm sure your alert will come. But I've seen someone else who paid. I don't know. Oh, Lagwedi, let me check. All right, so we are going through. I've shown you what I've done on calorie. That's why, like I said, you need that book beside you, okay? All right, Ayodele. Is there a diabetic book for kidney? Adamson, this book is very, very good for you. It will help you with any form of diabetes that you're having. Faith, yes, Faith, you have paid. I can see Faith payments here. All the others, please. Yes, Faith, you have paid. So, please, all the others, can you kindly follow the link and buy your book? I'm not sending account number to anybody again. Just follow the link and buy the. Amen. Ota, you're welcome. So 2 more chapters to go. We are reviewing 2 more chapters and we'll call it a day today. 2 more chapters to go on our book review. All right. So we are on the smoothie, chapter 12. Chapter 12 talks about smoothies and food recipes for diabetes. Like I told us, I took time to explain to you why you need smoothie and what smoothies can do for you if you're having diabetes. And again, I sounded a warning. Smoothies and juices can be a way you can take in a lot of calories without knowing it. And that's why anytime I'm teaching and coaching people on weight loss, I always tell them, don't drink your calories. Don't drink your... I always sound it on their ears. Don't drink your calories. It's better for you to eat your fruit whole. And that's why I am an advocate for smoothies more than, juices. So that's why I talked about smoothies here. I looked at smoothies for diabetic health, and I have quite a number of them, and I explained what they can do for you and why you need them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I explained why you need them and what they can do for you. We have our carrot covering one of the pages here. All right, so we have I put the ingredients, I put the procedure. There's one very, very interesting thing on this chapter that I've not done in any book before. I put how to make tofu, that's soya milk cake, like soya milk, because that soya milk cake, it's very, very good for diabetic patients. You can use it a lot. So I put a recipe on how to make it, an ancient and a very simple way. It was very, very interesting for me when I came across this. And then I've always taught us how you can make your garden egg amala, cabbage amala. Now I taught you how you can do coconut fufu using coconuts to make your swallow that you can eat. It's in this book. It's in this book, So you can go ahead and check it out and find about it. And there's another thing. I put my village soup, the recipe, okay? It is in this book because it's one of the healthy recipes that you can have. And then we have the last chapter of the book, which are exercises for managing diabetes. You can go ahead and look at that, exercises for managing your diabetes. Very, very good. So thank you all for joining me today. If you have not bought the book, the link is on the page. Go ahead and follow the link and buy the book. Use it to encourage me. Use it to make sure that Aging with Grace is going on. Use it to encourage my staff who have worked tirelessly for nights, day and night, to make sure that this book is ready. Okay? And I'm going to end this book launch and this book review by reading our dedication page to us and then the acknowledgement page. Okay? This book is dedicated to the families of all those that lost their loved ones during COVID-19 due to the underlying ailment of diabetes. And I pray that the Almighty God will grant long, healthier life to every one of us in the mighty name of Jesus. That's my prayer for you. And I want to specially thank Mr. Shegu. Thank you very, very much. He worked, I tell you, he worked overtime. And, he worked overtime happily. He came on his own. And he worked without being pushed. Thank you very, very much, sir. I owe, more than 40% of this book to what he has done. And I mean more than 40% is actually guiding him and making sure he did what he's supposed to do. And he's getting better and better every day. It's a wonderful book. Thank you, Mr. Femi, too, for all you have done. And all my staff at home and in the office. Mr. Femi is here. I thank you. I hope your name is still here. Yes. And Victoria, Vivian, Madam Victoria, my madam. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for the fans of Aging with Grace. Thank you for customers of Aging with Grace. Thank you for your questions, because it's your questions that actually helped me to come up with all that we have done today and what we'll continue to do. Like I told us, this month is a month to go back and look at our middle-aged women in line with middle-aged men on menopause, perimenopause, premature menopause, early menopause, and the effect also it can have on our husbands. So I'm going to also talk about menopause. Thank you. Bye. I love you all. Bye.